Good morning. We are back. I am Denman, and today we've got several videos to make. It's going to be a freaking awesome day. And for any of you guys that are going to be joining me for the first time, if you're new, a couple things you need to know. One, we're all about positivity here. And two, if it's in the morning, we're drinking coffee. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. It is Wednesday, and we've got 3 or 4 videos to make today. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. And we're going to get started right out of the gate with a video going over U16 defense. Looks like it starts tomorrow. So I wanted to get this video out there. I've had multiple questions about the different defenses that I'm going to be using in each room. So I wanted to make a video, go over what I'm using, what my logic is behind it, and get some comments from you guys and let me know what you guys think. I have never claimed to be an expert when it comes to Crucible. I love it, but I have a lot to learn, and I can certainly learn from you guys. So if there's anything that you see that you think that there's a better alternative, by all means, let's share it in the comments. Let's help the community. So let me know what you guys are thinking. But we're going to get in here. First thing, I wanted to show you guys that have been following me for a while. Check this out. We're not seated last for the first time. We're seated 15th, not 16th. So we are moving up. And 16th is G-Man 2. So I'm thinking, for any of you guys that caught my Crucible videos last weekend about Room 4, G-Man is the one who came up with Room 4. And I'm wondering if this might be his second account. I don't know if it is G-Man. Make sure you let me know in the comments, because hopefully it is your second account and we'll get the opportunity to go against each other. That'd be cool. All right. So first things first. So we're going to jump into Room 1. Okay. I've had multiple people bring up using Vigilante in Room 1. Okay. And I'm going to go in depth on what my opinion is about using Vigilante in Room 1. And again, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. So in Room 1, on offense and defense, Fortifier and Healer characters on hit are going to apply 1 vulnerable up to 20. Strikers are going to apply 3. And all other characters, which are Raiders and Skirmishers, are going to apply 2. Okay? Here's the big deal. When you are attacking, you're going to gain 100% damage per vulnerable that is on your character that you're attacking with. On the end of your turn, you're going to clear all vulnerable. Okay? The rest of it's just standard 20% health, 10% damage, exhausted in the global room rules. All right, so multiple people have brought it up to me that Vigilante manipulates the absolute crap out of vulnerables. And they're very curious why I'm not using Vigilante in Room 1. Well, one, they do manipulate vulnerables, for sure. But here's my way of thinking when it comes to Vigilante. One, they're extremely fast. So they're going to most likely be going before the other team. So that can be good and that can be bad. If somebody comes in and you have Vigilante on defense in this room, all they have to do is bring a slower, tanky team to where Vigilante goes first, runs through all of their attacks. They're going to be tacking into no vulnerables except for the ones that they're putting out there. And they're going to be stacking up the other team with vulnerables because every single one of their attacks, specials and ultimates, add vulnerables, and most of their passives also add vulnerables. So if they don't take out the entire team during their attack wave, the other team is going to be sitting there with 10 to 20 vulnerables when they attack, and they're just going to wipe out the Vigilantes. So now, I'm not saying that's exactly how it's going to work. I'm saying that's how it's working in my mind. So the reason I'm not taking them into Room 1 is because that is my fear with them. They absolutely do manipulate vulnerables, and they're going to put a ton out there, and they get health gain from it. and I believe Daredevil reduces the attack by 30% of a character with vulnerable. But, I mean, if you've got in-game Thanos going off with his passive, assuming his passive works with this, I don't know. I wasn't playing when this room was active last time, but I'm going to assume that it does. So, if you get Shadow King or in-game Thanos going off with 15 vulnerables, it doesn't matter if Daredevil's going to cut that by 30%. They're still going to completely wipe out your team. So, my way of thinking behind that is, I'm afraid they're going to go load the other side of the board up full of vulnerables, and then they're going to attack and just take them out. So, I feel like it's kind of a very extreme coin flip to where if Vigilante doesn't just take out the entire other team on their first turn, then they're just going to get wiped. So I don't know if that's accurate, and I'm not saying at some point in time I won't test it, but that's how I'm thinking, and I really want to use them in Room 2 starting out, and we'll go into Room 2 here in a second, but that's my logic behind not using them in Room 1. Now, the logic I have in using my team in Room 1 is I want a slow team that's tanky, that can take a bunch of hits and load up on vulnerables. So I've brought in Shadow King, Gore, Gladiator, in-game Thanos, and Songbird. Now, the reason I'm bringing in Songbird is because I just have this weird thing about myself. I've got to figure out a way to use the new characters. So that's what's going on. So I'm sitting in this room. They're all overpowered. They're all fortifier, which means when they attack, they're only going to add one vulnerable to the other team. And they are fairly slow. It's not going to be hard for another team to get ahead of them. So they're beefy, tanky. They do a ton of damage whenever they go, and they're going to most likely be going second. So you're going to have Shadow King's pings. Again, I'm assuming that the pings and the passives are part of this. I don't know because I wasn't around when this room was active last time. But I'm thinking that, for instance, if Vigilante came in against this, I don't think they're going to wipe this team on their first turn, and then they're going to load up this team with vulnerables, and you're going to have Shadow King, in-game Thanos, Gore, and Gladiator going with tons of vulnerables, and they already do massive damage. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if my logic is correct in this. I don't know if it's going to work out better to have Vigilante in there, but to me, it's worth going this route because it also frees up Vigilante for me to use them in Room 2. So, absolutely leave some comments down there. Let me know if you think my logic's out in left field somewhere. Let me know what your thoughts are on it and what you're doing. Now let's jump into Room 2. Super simple. All of their raid stuff is active. So, I think you're probably going to be wanting to bring a raid team in here. And Vigilante is the new Night Stalkers. They're freaking awesome. With the exception that they destroy the Night Stalkers. So, I don't see personally a better raid team. So, I want to throw them in here in Room 2 and see how they hold up. Now, guys, it's U16. We have 3 rooms. There is a ton of offense that is going to be available to people. So, really, I think Room 1 and 2 are going to lose every single round, but how much efficiency can they soak up? That's kind of what I'm after here. Vigilante in Room 2 is going to do a lot of damage, so even if they lose, they're going to be soaking up a lot of the other team's efficiency. So that's what I'm going to try. Obviously, I'm not opposed to changing defenses every single round. So I'm going to try that out and see how it works, and we'll go from there. Now, room 3, on damage, on offense and defense. Do damage that reduces the max health of the target by the same amount. Increase max health and damage by 50%. And then standard room rules. I'm going in here with Old Trusty. My hope is I'm going to at least get a dropped attack or 2, which in U16, if I can get a dropped attack in this room, I'm probably going to end up being victorious in that round, because it's rare to have dropped attacks in U16. Now, with that being said, if I come up against somebody who also has Professor X, then that's all kind of out the window. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to be bringing in Black Knight, Mephisto, Null, Professor X, and Emma. So we'll see how it goes. I think that it will do very well. At the very least, it should get me the opportunity to soak up some efficiency, even if the other opponent does have Professor X. So hopefully this will hold up and do well. I'm excited to see. And let me know in the comments what you guys are running. Let me know what your thoughts are on my logic behind room 1 and room 2. And let's get some talk going on down there to help the other people in the community who are also a little bit confused about what to do. This was kind of exciting for me because I haven't used either one of these rooms before. The last time these room rules were available, I wasn't playing the game. So something new, something cool, and I'm excited about U16 because if I do well in U16, I'll be moving into Masters, so I'm super excited about that. So let me know, guys, and be watching for the other videos today. I'm dropping another Professor X video. I'll be dropping another video on the, I keep calling it the negative zone, but negative zone, neutral zone, some zone. So I'll be hanging out with you guys quite a bit today, and let me know if you get some value. Leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that fun stuff. Absolutely stay positive and enjoy the game, guys. See you in the next video.